child of God. I left my edges out just so y'all can see. What is going on, sis? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Imani Bailey, and I'm back again with another hair video. So a lot of y'all who have been subscribed for me for a while, if you have not yet, please subscribe. It is totally free, and if you want a notification every time I do upload, click the bell button below. Other than that, y'all know I got my start on YouTube with doing hair reviews, and of course I'm never going to abandon hair reviews. I love reviewing hair, but if you've noticed, I have taken a break from the hair reviews, sis, and I didn't know how I was going to announce this, but I'm just going to come clean to you all because we're all family here. We're all, we're all friends. I have been going natural. I'm making another video all about my natural hair journey, but yes, I know I've said it time and time before that I probably will never go natural, and you know the words people always say never, and sis, never say never. So I have been going natural, and that's the reason why I've kind of taken a step back from the hair reviews, just because I have been wearing braids. I might throw on a wig every now and then, but for the most part, if you've known me, most of my hair reviews have been U-part wigs. I always made my hair into U-part wigs. U-part wigs were my best friend. Nothing is as real as a scalp, sis, okay? People's frontals can look good on Instagram, and you know, it can look good, but at the end of the day, it's always like, oh my gosh, sis, your frontal looks good. Once, I did not grow up getting braids. That was just not something my mom did allowed. It was, girl, your hair is nappy, you need to relax it, child, it needs to be straight. So with that being said, I have definitely, with the title of this video, followed everybody with the whole knotless braids thing that's going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, leading up to what are we talking about in this video. And the reason why I came to this video, edges looking crusty, busted, and whatever, not laid down in its natural state. Well, maybe my natural edges aren't crusty, like they're there, but they're just fuzzy, like, y'all, it's just giving me anxiety. So here are the things, the good about knotless braids, and then I'm gonna get into the bad about knotless braids. So the parts to having knotless braids: if you are tender-headed like me, hey sis, if you are tender-headed like me, knotless braids are the go-to. Now, it's not like anyone feeding braids braiding to your scalp, so you're not sitting in a chair trying to grasp the pain that you are enduring. With knotless braids, the braider is going to start off using the real hair that is attached to your God-given scalp, and then feed and weave as they, well, not weave, feed in braiding hair, weave, as they braid the hair. So that's why, let me take my ponytail down. I want to show y'all, child, can you guess below in the comment section how long I done had these braids in? And at the end of the video, I'm gonna let y'all know, because this is out of control. So I'm gonna take down the ponytail for this video. Oof. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna just part it a little bit so y'all can see. Ooh. Pay no attention to my edges, okay? We're gonna get into that. Now, the good part to this is that I'm pretty sure y'all can see there's no knot on the braid, hence the name knotless. There's no knot on the braid, so it starts off with my real hair, and then the braiding hair is fed in through it, sis. I gotta go do my edges, because this is gonna bother me. I'm having an insecure moment. Hi sister, I'm back with my edges kind of laid, kind of sort of, to the best of my abilities. But as you saw that I showed you earlier, the braid feeds in. Well, because of that, here is the good news. Not only are there no knots, child, at the end of getting your hair braided, you can already do buns, you can already do half up, half down, you can do like a braided look, you can do all the cute little braided hairstyles that people can do because your hair has started off with your braids have started off with your real hair. So it's not tight like it usually is with regular braids. I rebuke that dog in the name of Jesus. Like, I'm not stopping for nobody today. And so after I got my hair braided, I told the lady who braided my hair, I was just like, sis, can you please put it in a bun because I'm really bad at braid buns. And she put it in a bun for me. It didn't hurt, it felt good, it was perfect. Next good thing is that it does not cause as much tension on your hair and on your hairline than regular box braids do because of the way the hair is braided onto your hair. So with less tension equates to less breakage. There's a correlation, okay, between breakage and tension on the hair. We all kind of know that. So if you're a person that's constantly getting braids all the time and not taking much of a break, well, you need to take a break of anything. So girls, switch it up. If you're getting braids all the time, switch to a wig. If you're doing wig all the time, switch to wearing your real hair. Some distinct amounts of tension. And with knotless braids, it is very easy to do so because there's really no tension. They don't hurt. It's the best thing ever, kind of, sort of. We'll get to the bad. Other than that, another good aspect of knotless braids is they are so versatile. Like I said, you're able to do the hairstyles that you want to do right after you get your braids done. They're versatile. You can get them in different lengths, different shades, different whatever. Just like regular braids, very versatile. Now, we're going to get to the ugly parts of knotless braids that they don't tell you. If you've been wondering how long I've had my braids in my hair, I've only had my braids in my hair for 2 weeks, sis. I said it, I know, 2 weeks. It looks like I've had my hair in for like a month, maybe 2 months. Really bad, especially if you have a low hairline like me. If you had a lot of edges and a very low hairline like me, my gel better not turn white. I hate it when it does this. Ugh. If you have a low hairline like me, hi sis, welcome to the club. Your braids are not going to last as long. They are going to look how mine look. Your edges will inevitably always, I repeat, always come out of the braid. It just happens. It happens to the best of us. And when they do come out of your braid, you're having to overcompensate for doing your edges and trying to, you see how I try to push this all the way into this braid, push this all the way into this braid, push this all the way into this braid. It's only been 2 weeks, so it's like I shouldn't have to go and get my hair rebraided or half rebraided. I shouldn't have to go in for a touch-up in 2 weeks. My touch-up should be 4 weeks. But sis, they're not lasting as long as the braids with the knot. Oh my gosh, I know. Another thing, if you are a very active sis, as of I work out 5 days a week, which means I'm sweating 5 days a week. Or if you're living in a hot place or going on vacation where you're constantly sweating all the time, and we know if you are natural ladies, now if you are a relaxed lady who's watching this, I'm gonna come back home one day. But if you are a natural lady watching this, when we sweat out our hair and our hair reverts to its kind of natural state. Now with that, because there was not a knot created as a barrier with the braiding hair to start the braid, your real hair is going to puff up. It's going to puff up, and these little squares are going to get super puffy, super quick. Very quick. A couple days from getting your hair braided quick if you're working out. And don't be a swimmer or nothing, child. Don't do that. Which leads into my next point. When you are washing your hair while braided, which I probably will do a video on how I wash my hair while braided or in locks. But when you're washing your hair while your hair is braided, with knotless braids, your hair is getting wet, which means your hair is going to curl up, which means once you wash your hair, girl, it's over with, child. I don't want to say it's over with because you need to wash your hair depending on how long you're wearing your braids, but it's going to start looking old after that because it has gotten wet. It's going to dry, but you're going to see the puffiness. It doesn't last long. Like, why does my hair look like I've had it in for like a month? It's only been 2 weeks. Knotless braids are not for everyone. Leads into my next thing that they don't tell you about knotless braids. It's just like a bad maybe it's just an Atlanta thing. I don't know. Comment down below to let me know. But in Atlanta, people are charging crazy buku prices for these knotless braids. The first time I got my knotless braids, I paid almost $300 for medium waist length braids. Now these are small waist length braids. I really wish they were longer. Like, they're not as long as I want them to be, but they're okay. She did a really good job. It's not her fault that I just have a low hairline and my edges always peek out for my braids. It's not her fault at all. I paid $160 for them, and I had to get the hair myself, but the hair was $10. So basically I paid $170 for my small waist length knotless braids, in comparison to the other lady I tried charged me almost $300 for medium waist length knotless braids. Now, from living in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta, I've seen braids. If you find somebody that's charging $100 for these things, please let me know. Please do kind by me. Y'all have my social media, y'all got my email. Let us just know. But for the most part, median, you're looking at $160 all the way up to $350. I have one girl that did my twist. She's charging about $500 and something. Actually, no, so we're gonna just put it from $150 all the way up to $500, because yes, the girls out here are charging $500 to do braids, y'all. That's how much braids are running for in the market. And something about, because knotless braids are so popular, I've noticed that women are charging a lot more for knotless braids than they are with the braids with the knot, the regular box braids. When it's funny, because box braids last longer than knotless braids, so your return on investment is super low when you think about it. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Another thing that I did want to mention that I forgot, a lot of people have not said about the knotless braids. If you have an allergy like me to synthetic hair and to braiding hair, knotless braids are a good way to go, because like I said, they're not starting off with the braiding hair to do the braid like box braids. And if you do want to revert back to the box braids, just make sure you're going to do an apple cider vinegar rinse on the synthetic braiding hair before you go and get your hair braided, to save you and your scalp a lot of time. And I will talk about that in the next video. I love you all so much. Like I always say, I'm very thankful for each and one of you. What the heck? For each and every one of you, I'm very thankful for you. If you've just came across me by accident, we didn't meet by accident, sis, go ahead and click that subscribe button and stay true to yourselves, love on yourselves, and never settle for less. I love you all so much.